Welcome to the Killer Innovation Show, the longest continuously produced podcast in history. Each week, Phil McKinney brings you the insights and strategies to amplify your creativity and innovation skills. Here's your host, Phil McKinney.
In the 1880s, two pivotal moments in electrical history were unfolding simultaneously. In Menlo Park, Thomas Edison methodically tests yet another filament variation for his electric light, carefully documenting each attempt in his growing logbook of failures. Meanwhile, in his New York workspace, Nikola Tesla paces frantically, visualizing the complete rotating magnetic fields in his mind with such clarity that he can spot design flaws before touching a single tool. One builds success through relentless iteration, the other through pristine mental simulation. Both would revolutionize how we harness electricity, but their radically different approaches to innovation continue to influence how we think about problem solving today. These titans of innovation weren't just divided by their methods. Their relationship itself tells a cautionary tale about innovation, ego, and the human cost of progress. When Tesla arrived at Edison's lab in 1884, it seemed like the perfect match. Edison's practical, systematic approach combined with Tesla's theoretical brilliance. Edison even promised Tesla $50,000, or about $1.5 million today, if he could improve Edison's DC generators. Now, after months of work, Tesla succeeded, only to learn Edison's offer had been a joke. Edison was quoted as saying, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Tesla quit immediately. So what began as probably one of the most promising collaborations in history would evolve into one of history's most consequential rivalries, forcing each man to refine and defend his approach in ways that would ultimately reshape our understanding of innovation itself. Their divergent paths would soon intersect with three of the era's greatest technological challenges. Each would approach these problems in radically different ways, revealing patterns that would echo through centuries of innovation to come. Number one, illuminating the world. When tackling electric light, Edison's systematic approach involved testing thousands of materials as potential filaments. As he's famously quoted as saying, "I've not failed 10,000 times, I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." His meticulous documentation of each attempt created a map for future innovators to follow. Tesla, approaching the same challenge through his work on alternating current, sought an elegant mathematical solution first. He's quoted as saying, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Rather than testing materials, he spent weeks calculating and visualizing how alternating current could more efficiently deliver power across vast distances. The outcome? Edison's electric light worked first, but Tesla's AC system ultimately proved more scalable for powering cities. This contrasting result raised an intriguing question. Could either man succeed using the other's approach? Challenge number two, the motor challenge. This question would be tested as both men turned their attention to the problem of electric motors. Edison followed his familiar pattern of incremental improvement, but Tesla's response was challenging everything we thought about what we knew about the creative process. Edison's direct current motors were refined through countless small adjustments, each documented with scientific precision. He's quoted as saying, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." And therefore, he doubled down on his methodical approach of just grinding through each iteration. Tesla's response seemed to defy Edison's entire philosophy. He was walking in a park, reciting some memories that he had, and he saw the complete rotating magnetic field in his mind with such clarity that he drew it in the dirt for the person that was walking with him. He's quoted as saying, "As the idea came like a flash of lightning, in an instant, I saw it all." Now, as their motor designs evolved, a pattern began to emerge, one that would come to be to a head in their most dramatic confrontation yet. And that is challenge number 3, the war of currents. What began as a technical disagreement would escalate into a battle that tested not just their innovations, but the very nature of their characters. Edison's systematic approach led him to defend DC power through methodical, if unethical, demonstrations of the dangers of AC. He built his case through careful documentation and public demonstrations. Tesla approached the challenge theoretically, focusing on the mathematical proofs of AC's superior efficiency and scalability. So while Edison was electrocuting animals to prove a point, Tesla was calculating transmission losses and designing better transformers. Historically, ultimately vindicated Tesla's technical approach, but Edison's systematic marketing campaign delayed AC's adoption for years. This clash revealed something deeper than just technical disagreement. It exposed how ego and attribution could fundamentally shape the path of innovation itself. Now, the Tesla-Edison rivalry illuminates the challenge that still haunts innovation teams today. That delicate balance between individual recognition and collective achievement. Edison's approach of absorbing individual contributions into his company's brand helped build a sustainable innovation machine, but often left brilliant contributors feeling undervalued. Tesla's resistance or insistence on individual credit preserved his legacy, but limited his ability to build lasting institutional success. Modern tech companies have developed various approaches to this challenge. Some maintain systems of internal attribution and recognition while products ship under the company brand. Others create dedicated innovation labs where researchers receive public credit for their breakthroughs while working within corporate frameworks. Microsoft Research, for instance, allows the scientists to publish academic papers and receive individual recognition while contributing to the company's broader innovation goals. But these surface-level solutions mask a deeper pattern that emerged from the Tesla-Edison rivalry, and one that continues to shape innovation in ways few leaders fully understand. Looking deeper at these challenges reveals consistent patterns that transcend their specific inventions. These patterns weren't just explain their success and failures, they would provide a blueprint for understanding innovation itself. The Edison method: break a large problem into small, testable components, document everything, including the failures, focus on practical applications over theory, and build demand alongside the technical solutions, and maintain large teams of diverse specialists. Contrast that with Tesla's method. Tesla would visualize complete solutions before building, focus on theoretical elegance and efficiency, work primarily alone or with minimal assistance, prioritize revolutionary over incremental advances, and trust mathematical proofs over trial and error. These patterns between the two reflect deeper philosophical differences about innovation itself. But what would happen if we push these approaches to their logical extremes? Imagine if their roles had been reversed in their greatest challenges. How would Edison have approached Tesla's AC motor problem? Well, he most likely would have built hundreds of prototypes and gradually optimized the design through careful measurement and documentation. The solution may have taken longer, but it would have been immediately practical. Tesla, faced with Edison's light bulb challenge, might have spent months calculating the theoretical perfect filament material based on the atomic properties. His solution could have been more elegant, but might have taken longer to make it into reach market. These thought experiments reveal something crucial about innovation that both men missed in their rivalry, a lesson that would only become clear as technology continued to evolve. Today's innovation leaders grapple with some fundamental challenges that Tesla and Edison faced. How to balance individual brilliance with systematic progress. How to give credit while maintaining organizational cohesion. Just in their era, Tesla-like visionaries in companies often clash with Edison-like systemizers. Consider how Apple under Steve Jobs balances both approaches. Visionary leaps constrained by systematic refinement. SpaceX under Elon Musk explicitly embraces first principles thinking while maintaining rigorous testing protocols. These modern examples suggest a synthesis that neither Tesla nor Edison fully achieved, but one that holds the key to further innovation. So, the Tesla-Edison rivalry offers more than historical fascination. It provides a concrete framework for transforming how we innovate today. Their success and failures reveal 5 key principles that modern leaders can implement immediately. 1. Build your teams that balance both thinking styles. The most effective innovation teams combine systematic problem solvers with intuitive visionaries. Like Edison's lab, you need methodical experiments and experimenters who can refine their ideas. But like Tesla, you also need creative leaps and break existing paradigms. Look for this diversity when hiring and forming your project teams. 2. Create processes that support both systematic and intuitive approaches. Design workflows that accommodate different working styles. Some team members may need quiet time for deep thinking and visualization, while others thrive on rapid prototyping and iteration. Create space for both approaches by alternating between focused individual work and collaborative experimentation. Number 3, document systematic progress while remaining open to breakthrough insights. Maintain rigorous documentation like Edison's lab's notebooks, but don't let the process stifle inspiration. Build knowledge bases and experimental logs, but also create channels for sharing and exploring unexpected insights. Consider implementing both structured progress tracking and open forums for sharing novel ideas. And number 4, recognize that different problems require different approaches. Some challenges need methodical investigation, while others benefit from creative leaps. Train your teams to recognize which type of problems they're facing and adjust their approach accordingly. A manufacturing optimization might need Edison-style iteration, while a new product concept might benefit from Tesla-style visualization. Number 5, foster communication between different thinking types. Create bridges between your Teslas and Edisons by establishing a shared vocabulary and mutual respect. One is not better or worse than the other. Help systematic thinkers appreciate the value of intuitive leaps and help visionaries understand the importance of methodical validation. Regular cross-functional meetings and paired work sessions can help build these connections. Now, while these principles prove foundational for better innovation management, they still leave us with a crucial question. How can organizations actually implement both approaches simultaneously without creating total chaos within your organization? Next week, we're going to explore an innovator who found an answer to this very challenge. In 1975, a young Steve Jobs visited Xerox PARC and saw something that would change his life and ours. Much like Tesla's moment of revelation in the park, Jobs experienced a vision of computing's future. But unlike Tesla, he would combine his flash of insight with an Edison-like system for turning dreams into reality. Jobs developed something entirely new, an organizational structure that could reliably produce breakthrough innovations. His approach went beyond just balancing Tesla's vision and Edison's systems. It created a framework that would radically change ideas and how they could be systematically refined without losing their revolutionary potential. As we'll discover, His methods would raise entirely new questions about the nature of creativity, credit, and corporate innovation that still affects us today. Now, the Tesla-Edison rivalry reveals a fundamental truth about innovation. It's not about choosing between systematic refinement and visionary insight, but about creating environments where both can flourish. This apparent conflict wasn't a problem to be solved, but rather two essential forces that, when properly balanced and brought together, can drive breakthrough innovation. Modern leaders don't have to choose between being a Tesla or an Edison. Instead, they can focus on building organizations that harness both approaches, systematic enough to execute reliably, yet flexible enough to embrace revolutionary insights. The future belongs to those who can create this synthesis, turning the tension between different innovation styles from a source of conflict into a source of strength. So consider your organization. Where do you see Tesla-Edison dynamics playing out? Where do you have team fighting going on? 2, how might you use the principles we've explored to transform that tension into productive energy? The answer to these questions could unlock your next breakthrough. So join us next week as we explore how Steve Jobs built his synthesis into the very fabric of Apple, creating one of the most innovative companies in history. So you don't miss any episodes in our How to Think Like series. Links are below, and in the show notes for other episodes, but also our Thinking Style series also. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you catch each of the new installments. Each episode dives deep into practical lessons that you can apply. Do you want to support the creation of more in-depth content like this? Then join our community over on Patreon. Your membership directly funds our extensive research, writing, and production. Plus, you can get access to exclusive content, live streams from here in the studio, access to a private Discord community, and our ability to influence what we cover. So, visit the link below in the show notes and become a member of the innovation community. And thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Podcasting nonstop since 2005, this has been the Killer Innovation Show on the Innovators Network.